stay down, I get up. I'll go 12 rounds before I give up. Heavy is the crown, but I will not put it down. Word around this town, my time is now.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday. It is Relationship Wednesday, and we're so happy about it. So everybody come on in and join us on the Own Your Now show. I am your host, Tracie Berry-McGhee, and guess what?
I am your co-host, Yolonda Lankford, better known as Lady Yo.
Good morning, Lady Yo. How are you?
I am great today, Tracie, because yesterday I was really worried about the verdict. And I am just thankful to God that He saw fit to touch the hearts of those who had to make those decisions. So today I am really great. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. I tell you, today is a hard day still, because this is just the beginning of accountability, and
Yes.
I just got to really be honest and authentic about it. I'm still
Yes.
struggling today, but you know what? I'm so glad that we have the opportunity to own our now, and
Yes.
this is Relationship Wednesday, so we'll talk about how we hold each other accountable.
Absolutely.
Torie Nelson is with us today. We're going to talk about Black Rose STL, and you know what? It's a great day to just breathe and take in
Yes.
all the good things that God has to offer to us. Good morning. Bernice says, good morning, aunties.
Oh, we made it, Tracie. Wait a minute. Tracie, when they call you auntie, I heard that means you are a good person and they enjoy your conversation. Because you know, back in the day when your mama wouldn't give you what you wanted, you go to your auntie, especially the cool auntie, like, she won't let me wear this and that and this. And then the cool auntie would go talk to your mama. So, girl, I think we've made it to cool auntie status.
Yes, we have. We have. Good morning, Laura, everyone. I like being an auntie. You know, I was an only child for so long, and I used to feel like, am I ever going to be an auntie? But now that, you know, I'm a wife, I'm an auntie because my husband has a
Yes.
sister and I have a nephew. And then, you know, I have sisters that I'm an auntie to. So, yes, Bernice, yes, we your aunties. We auntie. Good morning, Melissa, Martha, how are you? Alex, y'all know the question of the day. Quit playing. Y'all just come on in and start putting it in the chat. What is in your cup? Lady Yo, what you sipping on?
I'm sipping on a little coffee with a little bit of cream. And I didn't even have to put any sugar in it this morning. Just cream and coffee did it for me this morning. How about yourself?
Well, you know what? I'm drinking a little bit of STL water in my cup. I just felt like I just needed clarity. And I
Yes.
just needed clarity. Yes, that's what I'm hoping for. And I need resiliency. And so, yeah, I'm drinking water, good old STL water in my cup, and that's all that I need.
There you go.
Latrice says she drinking black coffee. She drinking it black, 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 black. Joan is drinking that STL water with me. I see you all. Alex says he's back to he black to that Mexican spice coffee.
Yes. Yes. Hey, you know what? I want to back up because Latrice Duncan, she's the mother whose son is attending Yale University. Go Latrice!
Latrice, this is why we'll be talking about my kings today, y'all. I'm telling you, we're going to have a good show today. So definitely you all need to share everything today. Pat, good morning, Auntie Pat. Yes, Wendy Williams, Wendy Hamilton. Good morning, Wendy. I see everybody tapping in. Robert says he's drinking some Welch's White Grape Peach Juice.
I love Robert. He's always so detailed. I think he needs to write a book because I know the detail will be something to keep you hanging on to the words.
Yes, yes. No overweights today. All right. Good morning, Robert. Good morning, Rodney. How are you today? And Melissa, that's my girl. She said hazelnut coffee, much needed for these 3:30, 4 a.m. rises.
Woo!
You know, she gets up, takes care of her dad, goes to work. She bring home the bacon fried up in the pan. She doing it all.
Yes, she's
Shout
a
out,
Renaissance woman.
And Juanita says peppermint tea. Now I could have used some peppermint tea today, so that's good. And Rodney says ginger tea for me. I was watching Tabitha, and she did something with ginger tea. I think she had some ginger, some turmeric, apple cider vinegar with a bit of lemon juice. She mixed it all together as a shot.
A shot. Now that has to be strong.
I thought that could be kind of disgusting, but you know what? I know it's all good for your body. So Sable said Maxwell coffee for me. That's good to the last drop. It really is. So I'm glad that everybody has something that they're sipping on in their cup, because we need that. We need something to fill our cups up. That's everything. The other thing that fills our cups up are birthday shout outs. Who do we have today, Lady Yo?
Well, we are saying happy birthday to Karen Straub Span. It's your birthday, girl. And Miss Yvonne Gray, your daughter Michelle wants to tell you you are the most fantastic, foxy mama. Yvonne Gray is having her birthday. Jennifer Tizino is having a birthday. Laura Katzman, hey, happy birthday, Laura. And Carl Ketchum. And also, Sonia Keys wants to wish her handsome daddy, Joe Keys, a very happy birthday. And I always give out some vibrant vibes. Vibrant vibe number 1 to Taylor Ellisor. She just got her permit. Margie Ellisor, one of our local news anchors. Taylor is her daughter. So, hey, Taylor, I'll be looking out for you on the road. And also, I want to say, happy 38th anniversary to the Gamma chapter of Omega Psi Phi of Grambling State University. They always say it's so nice they had to name it twice. Gamma chapter, baby. You know what? I love me some Omegas from Grambling. They are just gentlemen, great guys, and they're doing so much for the community. And just in case they're watching, now I got to go across to the pond today. Happy birthday, Queen Elizabeth.
Queen Elizabeth, happy birthday. We have to curtsy for her, okay?
Queen Elizabeth. And you know what? I love this next gentleman. His name is Terrence J. Do you know who Terrence J is? He was one of the personalities for 106 in Park. He played in Think Like a Man, but you know what? He goes out there in the community and he helps our young men. So happy birthday, Terrence J.
Happy birthday. Yes, I remember Terrence J. Hey, you know what? I just love it that we're able to celebrate everyone. I also love how you're always pushing your HBCU, because at times like this, we need to understand everybody sees so much negativity in the community. Yes. There are kids that are going to college right now. Yes. They're getting their acceptance letters. And so, yes, everybody make sure that you shout out whoever's going to school. Let us know. We want to know. We want to know any exclusives of who's choosing where. We want to know about it. Robert says it is Brian White's birthday, stump the yard, and daddy's little girl. So shout out to him. But
hey, happy birthday. Let me do it right. Happy birthday, Brian White.
That's right, y'all. We make it happen. We really do. And so Think Like a Man. Yeah, they were like Think Like a Man movie. There's a lot of good movies out there. That's really important. But let me tell you all something. We now need to focus on our Own Your Now word of the day. And I really want to take some quality time to talk about this. The word for today is resiliency. And I know that in the midst of all that we are going through, I specifically chose the word resiliency because, today is tough. Yesterday, we definitely encountered what we talk about when we say we accomplished something that we've never seen before.
Yes.
We've always talked about saying we never get justice for just us. Yes. But this thing that we saw yesterday was justice for everyone. Okay. And it allowed us to see a shift in what it looks like for us to really move forward together. But I also must say that, Yolanda, you asked me at the top of the hour, how am I feeling? And I said, I'm drinking water because I think that I'm also experiencing a little of resiliency burnout. And as a therapist, I want you all to understand that resiliency burnout can happen. I have my coffee cup mug that says strong as a mother, but I'm not always so strong. And we don't always have to be
correct.
So strong. listening to the news and hearing about Micaiah Bryant in Ohio, that kind of it jolted me. But I also understand, as a mother, as a woman, as a person in our community, also as a mother-in-law of a police officer. Policing is a difficult task, but being human is a difficult task. Justice says many times when she comes on, we're all here having this experience for the first time.
Yes.
So if in fact you are experiencing resiliency burnout, I just want you to know that it's okay. It's 100%
Yes.
okay. But I also want you to know that when we say own your now, and I want you all to put OYN in
Yes.
the chat, because own your now means that you can take control over your now. And that's what I want us to do. I don't
Absolutely.
even really want to play any music. I just want us to take over the peace of knowing that we can take deep breaths.
Yes.
So I don't know, like oftentimes I tell people to hold your hands out like this. And you can hold them out like this. You cross them over, bring them in, grab them together, and bring them close to your heart. And just feel your heartbeat. Yes, take some deep breaths. Stay with me. And sometimes you just need to hold the space for yourself. When you hold the space for yourself, you know that you're going to be okay. It's okay. Take those deep breaths. Don't take those breaths for granted. And then if you feel like I can't do that, that's too much, it's okay to just put your hand on your heart. Put your hand on your stomach and just breathe in. We often say let it go and let it flow. And if you get a chance today, just wrap your arms around yourself and give yourself a hug,
Mm.
a good hug. And then if you get an opportunity to reach out to someone else, reach out to a friend and say, I got you.
I got you.
Thank you. I got you. And then just say it with me to yourselves, to yourself, I got you. And that's all that you need. And that's our word for today. I'm not going to play a song today because you know what? I just think we needed that time. Yeah. So if you're experiencing resiliency burnout, just know it's okay.
Yes.
We all got this. We got this together. We got this. Yes, I got you. I got you. You got you. If don't nobody else got you, you got you. Thank God for
Absolutely.
that. Thank God for that. A good hug works every time. So y'all, let's just talk about today. I want y'all to also put in the chats, my king, put in king, because we got a sister that is coming up today, and she's going to make sure that you all understand the value of giving back to your community.
Yes.
Her name is Torie Nelson. She is the founder of the nonprofit Black Rose STL. She hosts events and she brings motivation, encouragement, and awareness to our community.
Mhm.
She has an event coming up and it's called King, and she's going to tell us all about it. But you know what? Y'all got to hear it from this sister. Everybody say good morning to Torie Nelson. Good morning, sister. How
Good
are you?
morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you guys for having me. I'm so excited to be here, and I'm just so excited to talk about my passion. It's ridiculous. I just can't stop smiling. I'm just overjoyed. It's just all over the place.
Well, you know what? That's why I'm so glad I called. Thank you. A shout out to our friend Dwayne Tolan. He is always encouraging people in the community to come on the show and tell us all about it. Before we get started, what gives you all that energy? What do you have in your cup?
I have some cinnamon apple tea in my cup, and it also has the letter K today because that is the K for king. So
All right.
Pray for King. So you talk about this event that you're doing, and we're so excited about it. Tell
Mhm.
everybody before we get started with the King, why do you say Black Rose? What does Black Rose mean? Tell us.
Okay, so I came up with the name Black Rose. The beauty of the rose expresses promise, new beginnings, and hope. The black rose represents the beginning of new things, major change, and the birth of a new era. And as we saw yesterday, we're definitely in a new era.
Yes,
So
we
that's I came up with
Absolutely,
that.
absolutely. So now, do you think, with everything that occurred yesterday, and with your great event coming up, I was telling you, I said, that is just, I don't know if the word is ironic, but what a great time to have your event. Now, you birthed this project in the pandemic. Tell us
Yes, ma'am.
what made you say, I need to support my young kings. I am the one who can put this event on. Tell us what gave you the power and the wherewithal to say, this is the time.
Well, I have two sons, 13 and 15. And really, to be honest, when my sons leave out the house, I don't know what to say to them and how to encourage them anymore. I can encourage them to do the right thing. I can encourage them to walk right. I can encourage them to stand for what's right. I can encourage them to, hey, if someone asks you a question, answer the question, comply. But is that even enough anymore? Because I said, you know what? I'm scared as a mom for my sons to even leave the house because I want them to make it back. And with my faith, I pray, Lord, just protect them and cover them so that they'll come back to me. And what's most important, we tell our boys, is making it home at the end of the day. So the mother's love for her son is just as important as a father's. The relationship a mother has with her son is important. So I said, you know what? I want to do something to encourage not only my sons, but all sons to be great, because you are great and you should be addressed as a king because you are a king. So that's where that came from.
So you have an event that's coming up in May, and I want you all to share this because it's like Lady Yo said, such a time like this, there needs to be a shift where we come together as a community. So you have an event that is coming up on May, I want to say the 22nd?
Second. Yes, ma'am.
22nd. Tell everybody about My King and I and who are some of your speakers.
Okay, so My King and I is May 22nd at the Bridgeton Banquet Center. I have Jason Armstrong, which is the chief of police of Ferguson. I have the community ambassador, Tommy Norman, he's a white police officer from Arkansas. He polices in a black community, and he is an advocate for African American people. He gets out of his vehicle, he walks around, he builds relationships with the community. So I think that it's important for our sons to see not only black, but white as well. All people are not bad. All police are not bad. So I said, well, let's put everybody together because we really want to encourage our young men and our youth. So I have, Jason Armstrong, which is the chief of police of Ferguson. And as we know, the history behind Ferguson. So when I spoke to Jason, I said, hey, even if you don't talk to them as the chief, you can talk to them man to man. So I really feel like it was important to have these two, the white, the black, just to come together and bridge the gap. So I also have Lady Ree, a comedian from 99.5, that's going to be the host. Really funny. So you won't want to miss this one. I have the black and white band with Saman. And a really, really great saxophone player. So I have Zia's on the Hill providing the food. So it's going to be an awesome event. So at the same time, we're encouraging our men. We want to have a good time as well. So I encourage you definitely to come out May 22nd. It's going to be an awesome event. You don't want to miss this. And this is the time for us to encourage our men to be great. It's no better time than now.
It's so interesting that you say this. Oftentimes, Aeneas Williams has the locker room where they bring in different officers. And I remember the time they brought in Ron Johnson. They bring in different speakers, and is what I'm saying, to speak to our young men. And the fact that you're saying, as a mother, I want to do this as well. It's important that we are able to support our young people. You also have a 13-year-old son, you have a 15-year-old son, you have a 20-year-old daughter, and you said, I want to make sure that my kids have a space that they can learn and get this. You're going to have food. You're going to have great speakers. You're going to have music. Somebody's going to make you laugh. You get it all in a great space in our community. But you're also giving back as a nonprofit, giving back, y'all. I just want y'all to know that's hard. So we have to share. Vanessa says, this is a great idea. How much does it cost to attend? Or are you looking for sponsorships, donations? What does that look like, Torie?
Okay, so the tickets are $20 for adults, $15 for kids. The proceeds are going to go to the Covenant House Shelter. It's here in St. Louis on Kings Highway. I just to tell a little bit of background. My 20-year-old, she's a troubled youth. She's been in and out of shelters. Listen, and that's something that I want to help her with, and I want her to know. Listen, we're all in this together as a community. So we're fighting for our sons. We're fighting for our daughters. So with that cost, I want to give the proceeds to the Covenant House. Yes, I'm looking for sponsors, anyone that can come out to volunteer, because we're going to be, taking temperatures at the door. Of course, we're going to have, masks are mandated. If you want to donate, feel free to do that. If you can't make it out to the event, you can maybe sponsor a mother and a son, or sponsor a couple of sons or a couple of kids. So definitely. I have a link, My King and I. My link is in my bio on Instagram at Black Rose STL. So the tickets are on Eventbrite as well under My King and I. So if you have any questions, you can email me at blackrosestl58@gmail.com.
I want to go back. First of all, thank you for giving all the information. And it is important for people to know, if they can't attend, we all know someone that needs to be in that audience. Donate a ticket to that person. On Wednesdays, the OwnYournow show, we have given out food to our community. And I tell people, you may not need a box with all the food, fruits, and vegetables, but someone. Yeah. So take that to them. So the same thing with your event. If you may not have a son, don't have a nephew, but someone who does, sponsor them, send them a ticket. I had someone ask me this the other day. Why do you think George Floyd called out for his mom? And I said, because during some time in his life, his mom rescued him. Yeah. So he knew when he needed someone, he can call out to his mom. Yeah. And you today are telling us how important that relationship is. I want to go back to that so that you can talk to the moms about, don't think, because a lot of times we hear, women can't raise sons. Yeah. We hear that, our level of importance in their life is at a minimum. Go back and talk to us about how important it is as a mom to be a mother. And if you don't have a male in the home or male that can help your child, to reach out to events like this.
I think it's very important, because at the end of the day, there may be a male that you encounter, not necessarily your son or your nephew. It may be a male that you encounter that you want to uplift or that you want to encourage. So this event is for grandmothers, aunts, friends. This event is for all of us. And my sons are tall. They don't look like babies. They don't look like they're 13 and 15. So that's important, that our young men, they look like men, but they're only children, at the end of the day, or they're young teenagers are coming into their young adulthood. And that's really, really scary at the end of the day, because you want to be able to still tell them the right thing, but knowing when they go out that door, someone's looking at them like they're a grown man, but they're not. So we want to encourage them. Don't be afraid to live your life. We want you to be kids. We don't want you to have to worry about, well, we do, but we don't want you to have to worry about bills. We don't want you to have to worry about, when I walk out that door, am I going to come back? So you might encounter my son and not know it, and he may need a word from you. So definitely, I want to encourage you all out there to encourage these young men just in passing. You might come across someone at a fast food restaurant that may be sad, that may have had a bad day. So everybody is charged with encouraging our men, because our young men are our future.
Everyone is charged with encouraging a young man. I have to tell this story because I was speaking with someone. I was at a gas station, and this young man had his pants riding low. And I saw him walk in, and he got in front of me, and he turned around. And I looked him in his eyes, and he pulled his pants up. And the guy behind me said, "Do you know him?" I said, no, I don't. He says, I've never seen that happen. When the young man walked past me, I looked him straight in his eyes and I said, thank you.
Yes.
He said, you're welcome. I could see I was in the presence of a lady.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you know what? Just me
awesome.
acknowledging him. I didn't abandon, I didn't give him a look like, oh my goodness. I just gave him a look of, I see you.
Yes.
And because I saw him, he saw me. And he gave me that respect. So that's one thing I think with events like you have, that young men can see that we can have mutual respect.
Yes.
And that young men can respect women, children, and grown men. And it's okay. It does not make you not cool. It actually makes you a wonderful person. It makes you a human being. So I think that's so very important, what you're doing to encourage the young men and to encourage people to support them. What did you say? We're charged.
We're charged.
We're charged.
Yes, you know what, Torie? I want everybody to follow her on Instagram. I want you all, if possible, to share this information. You know, when we talk about owning your now, we talk about that means that we own our now. We take care of our community.
Yes.
And as a nonprofit, we know that we cannot do this alone. We just can't. And you shouldn't have to. You talked to us earlier about you've done so many different events. You know, I saw in March adopting the families where you're coming out of your own pocket, and that's unacceptable in a community.
Yeah,
We need to support each other. So yes, we want you all to share, and we know our owners will share the information.
Yes,
we want you all to buy the tickets. The links are in the chat. And if you want to buy the ticket and just put in there, donate to someone else. But also, even if you say, I don't, $20, $100, you know, we spend that on a meal. You know, when we have a table for 5, everybody, it gets tough. But the other thing is, if you like, you know what, my spirit says, you know, I'm just going to drop a cash app, drop her cash app so you all can donate for this. This is what Relationship Wednesdays are all about.
Absolutely.
So if you all can go out May 22nd, support her. If you can't, share it with someone else. It goes to another nonprofit that is also supporting our community. And so, Torie, we thank you. Anytime you have any event, please let us know. I'm sure we'll be partnering with you in the future. You know, I already told you my son has a book, and we're going to donate so that everybody that is at the event will get a copy of his book. But you know what? There's other things that you all can give, and you can volunteer your time. We'll look at the calendar. We might need to be there, checking temperatures at the door ourselves.
Absolutely.
I thank you, ladies, for having me. Thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me to talk about my passion. This was just really a blessing. And I just thank God, you know. So I'm definitely just humbled. And, you know, I hope anyone who has questions, please reach out to me, because this is so important, especially in the time that we're living in right now.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Well, you know what? We got to ask you that question.
What is your affirmation word?
My affirmation word is definitely family.
Family. Family, family.
Talk to us about family.
You know, as you stated, I would have different events, friends and family day at the movies. My passion in my heart is bringing families together, because you only have one. And then, you know, you have the extended family. My community is my family. You all are my family. And just bringing people together in love. That's always been my passion in my heart. You know, it just makes me teary-eyed because, you know, when I think about you know, my mother, when I think about my sisters, when I think about my brother, when I think about, you know, the people that love me, when I think about my husband, you know, I just feel, you know, overjoyed because, you know, bringing people together in love. And that's what I hope to do. I hope to bring about change just one day at a time, one event at a time. So I don't want to cry.
You are doing it. You are doing it one event at a time. And it's okay to cry, because you know what? Crying is the release of joy, and you're spreading joy. And we are so thankful. I'm so thankful when I gave you that call. You said yes right away. You know, you said yes right away. And you know what we do? We're going to say yes to you.
Yes, we are.
I appreciate it. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you. Thank you. Everybody, start dropping your affirmation words below. This is what today is all about.
Absolutely.
We want to hear from you. you know that you need to affirm yourself. So put that word below. And wow, Lady O, oh my goodness, Torie.
Yes, she was amazing. Her energy, her conviction. Because you can do something and you're not convicted. When you're convicted, it has another level of passion and people can feel it. So she is convicted to help our community. She says she's charged. She's been charged with that.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And so, you know, earlier today I felt like my resiliency was low, but like I was feeling burnout, but I'm bouncing back. Like I feel that because we got work to do.
Yes,
there's,
yes.
there's never not something. I look at that double to do. We can always find something to do in our community to make
Something positive to do. Yep, something positive to do. And like you said, if you don't have the $20, volunteer and be the person that takes temperatures. You have to take temperatures, phone numbers, do that part. Be the person who walks around and says, hey, are you doing okay? Can I get you a water? Did you know we have food? Hey, don't leave because we know we have XYZ coming up. Well, you need those type of people also at your event. So if you don't have the $20, volunteer. If you do have the $20, a friend with $20 and another friend with $20, y'all get y'all $20 and get it to 60 and send it.
That's what it's all about. I want you all to understand Black Rose STL. Y'all need to follow her. Follow her. If you're on Instagram, follow her on Instagram. If you're on Facebook, follow her on Facebook. Look, y'all know we're also on YouTube. Y'all can follow us on YouTube. Share the video there. Matter of fact, just go to YouTube right now and subscribe to us because we need to get our numbers up. And we have great content out there in case you ever miss anything. Someone said, I got to tap out. You can always go back. But you know what, Lady O? I just want to say, I appreciate you that, when I come in and my energy is low, you pull me up.
Right.
We balance. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm charged. I'm charged with helping my sisters. And
affirmation word for today.
No, that's not my affirmation word, honey, because you know what? She talked about kings. Our theme song says, heavy is the crown, but I will not put it down. So today, I am the queen.
The queen. The queen. I love it. Yes, every day you are the queen. Every day we wear our crown.
Yes.
And that's what this is all about. Yes, yes, yes. Well, y'all know how we do every day. We try to do our little own your now flow. And we don't say little because there's nothing little about what we're doing. We are here to empower you, to inspire and uplift you. And so in saying all of that, what we want you to understand is the value of knowing that we are all family. That's what Torie says. We are all family. So we have to find the strength in one another for us to realize what the village looks like. Because when we see that we have a village and we hold each other accountable, accountability is about leading.
Yes.
Lead by example. And this is when we will see what transformation looks like. I care about you. You care about me. Caring is a village thing. So if in fact you feel like you are in resiliency overload, center yourself. Find your purpose and passion, but also realize that growth comes from us realizing that we have compassion for one another. So yes, you all are queens and we all are kings in this United States of America. So yes, indeed, we will appreciate each other and we will continue to flow together. If in fact you all decide, I got to get out, we want you to get out, but wear your mask. But if you should decide to stay in place and you don't wear your mask, because we're getting out today, but if you decide that you want to stay in place, you can. Just remember to keep sipping. Shelter in place, and we will see you all same time and same space on the Own Your Now show. Bye-bye, everybody.